Hello, dear students. My name is Bankeshwar Panigrahi. So, in our last class of your DBMS, we have completed about the ear diagram and what are the basic components we are using in our ear model or ear diagram. What is the entity? What is the attributes? And what are the different types of attributes are there in your ear model? We have covered that much. Another part of your ear model is the relationships we are using in our ear diagram. So as like attributes are of different types, same the relationships are of different types also. So what are the relationships and how they are used and from where they are used, we are going to discuss today's class. Okay. So relationship is used to describe the relation between the entities. So the relationships are used to describe the relationship between the entities. So diamond or rhombus is used to represent the relationship. So suppose within the diagram, if teacher is an entity and student is another entity, so the relationship between the teacher and student, if we want to describe it, then we will use a relationship among the teacher and student, and the relationship is represented by a diamond shape or a rhombus shape. So teacher teaches the students. So how we are representing it? Teacher and student are the entities. That's why we are representing them into a rectangle. The relationship is the teacher teaches the students. So that's why the relationship teaches we are used as the symbol. We are using the diamond symbol to represent the relationship. Okay. So relationship are of different types like one-to-one relationship, one-to-many relationship, many-to-one relationship, as well as many-to-many relationship. So one-to-one relationship, what is one-to-one relationship and where we are using the one-to-one relationship? So when only one instance of an entity is associated with the relationship, then it is known as one-to-one relationship. For example, a female can marry to one male and a male can marry to one female. So here the marriage is done in between one female and one male. That's why the relationship between the female and male is one-to-one. And the relationship, which type of relationship is there? Married relationship is there between the two entities. One is female, second one is male. So same, the two entities are represented within the rectangle, that is female and male, and the relationship is represented by the diamond shape, which is married relationship. Okay. So here the female is one and male is one. That's why the relationship is one-to-one relationship. That's why it is represented in the diagram. So the next relationship is one-to-many relationship, when only one instance of the entity on the left and more than one instance of the entity on the right associates with the relationship, then this is known as the one-to-many relationship. For example, scientists can invent many inventions, but the invention is done by the only specific scientist. So here, the two entities we are derived here, that is scientist, one entity is scientist, another entity is invention. So scientist develops or invents different types of inventions, or we can call it as different type of inventions are created by or invented by a specific scientist. So here the relationship is one to many. How the scientist can develop or invent different types of inventions, and different type of inventions are also created by one particular scientist. That's why the two entities, the scientist and invention, they are represented by rectangle shape, and the relationship invention, the invent is represented by diamond. The scientist is one who can create or invent different type of inventions. That's why the many type of inventions is on right side, that is represented by M relationship, and the scientist is one. That's why it is represented as one. So one to M, that means one to many relationship. So the next relationship is many to one relationship. When more than one instance of the entity on the left hand side and only one instance of an entity on the right hand side associates with the relationship, then it is known as the many to one relationship. For example, student enrolls for only one course, but a course can have many students. Okay, so here two entities we are representing as student one entity and course is another entity that represents more number of students can be enrolled within one course. Also, one course can have many students. Okay, so that's why students are many. That's why it is represented as M, and the course is one. That's why it is represented as one. And the relationship between the student and the course is represented by diamond shape. That is, what type of relationship is that? Enroll is the relationship. Okay, it means students enrolls for only one course, and also one course can have many students. Okay, that's why it is represented as many to one or M to one relationship. Okay. The next relationship or the last relationship is your many to many relationship. When more than one instance of the entity on the left hand side and more than one instance of an entity on the right hand side associates with the relationship, then it is known as your many to many relationship. For example, employee can assign many projects and project can have many entities. So here two type entities are there. One is the employee entity, second one is project entity, where many number of employees can be assigned to many number of projects, as well as many number of projects can be distributed among the many number of employees. Okay. So that's why the relationship also here employee is more than one employee, and the project is also more than one project. That's why it is represented as M and M, and the relationship, that is assigned relationship, is represented by diamond shape. So the relationship is here many to many relationship. Okay. So this is all about your relationships of your Ermodel. So in our coming class, we are going to discuss about the diagram notations. What are the different type of notations we are using in our ear diagram, and an example of your ear diagram we will discuss in our next class. For the time, thank you.